All right, my man, state your name. Let them know you on Real Talk with Nick.
Hey, yo, we getting ready to cook. I mean, boiling, frying,
All right,
skillets, all that. We doing all that.
talk to me, baby.
All right, listen, I'm happy that the Knicks is 44 and
I'm
29.
happy that you came correct, man. You got a Nick cap on, man.
Always gonna come. Listen,
Then
man.
listen,
We
so
don't
you-
have Julius Randle there. I'm happy. I'm gonna be a Knicks fan till he returns. Okay.
Speaking of
Because
Julius
it's gonna
Randle,
be a playoff disaster if this man don't rotate this thing right. I can see it going wrong because he's not starting to yank my man Precious Achua, starting to reduce his minutes. You know, Isaiah Hardesty looked frustrated. And it really was Wembanyama. Wembanyama, that's his name. Wembanyama. I don't want to mispronounce his name.
but we know you're talking about.
Wembanyama had everybody scared.
Yeah, 20.
And listen,
40
Brunson
points.
is no longer Jalen Brunson. He's the golden child. You know what the golden child is? The golden child is justice. He's beset on evil on all four sides. But see, he's going to bust evil ass because he's justice. And justice is the eventual correction of a manifest evil. He's going to bring us to the goddamn championship. And all you haters, we will leave you to be renamed nameless. Jalen Brunson has yet to reach his ceiling. You understand? He had to take the team on his back because everybody got scared of the big 7-foot giant. And like the little man, the little golden child, like David with the slingshot.
Like David and Goliath, right?
See what he did to him? He snapped his neck on the hezzy. He snapped his neck and then threw it up. So when he tried, see, because he likes to recover. See, Jalen is a scientist. He threw the ball up so high when he was reaching for it, all he could see was the ball going, and the golden child let him know, you can't see me. You can't faze me. I'm the best goddamn guard in the East, baby. Understand that.
Maybe the West, too.
North and South. Put them up. Playoffs is here. I got my money on the golden child.
Now, what do you say to those who say because we didn't get the victory, though, the 61 points is kind of like a dampen?
We got the victory in the sense that we got a leader that can take the team upon himself and look so goddamn good losing. Jalen Brunson don't prepare for defeat, man. He don't know nothing about that. Because even in defeat, that little goddamn golden child be too busy looking too goddamn good, man. I'm sorry. That's the truth. Now, you can hate on that because you know people hate on greatness, but I love greatness. And I'm going to watch this man get us a championship after 50 years. So get on the board, get the memo. Because if you want a hater, then hate on there. Go hate in Brooklyn some goddamn way. Because we going to get a championship either this year or next year. And this year, my boy Jalen Brunson, a.k.a. the Golden Child, is going to make a statement for all of us to know who he is. I already know. So get them haters on board.
Okay. My next question, right?
Yeah.
When we speak of that, of the Spurs and the Knicks game.
Yeah.
Tom Thibodeau.
What about him?
Why didn't he let Mitchell Robinson continue to play? Why did he? Excuse me. Why didn't he take him out?
As a coach, you have to listen to the doctors and the medical prescription and watch his progression. Mitchell Robinson was getting a little tired. Okay, so now it's a progression. I'm loving what he's doing, but let's not overplay him and overdo it and hurt him, because you know once he gets the okay, he's gonna break him. You know how Thibodeau go. Okay, so let's be happy that Hardesty is stepping up and that Hardesty is doing something good, even though Hardesty kind of got a little scared that game. I know, looking at somebody that looked like a tree could be frightening, but don't ever do that no more, Hardesty. Go at him, man. He can only block your shot, man. Don't turn away when you got him ball, attack mode. Get that ball and square him up. You got moves. You can outquick him. But when you turn away from him, that's giving the defense an advantage. That's my only thing. I don't like to speak bad about Hardesty because he's been playing really good. So,
But could it be that Hardesty is approaching new waters when we speak of that of the playoffs? I don't know his background as far as his playoff experience. Does he has experience playing in the playoffs? Do we know what it's like as we get close to the playoffs and the game intensifies? Because right now, in my eyes, this is pre-playoff, if it makes sense.
Looking at Harleston's heart and how determined he is, I don't care about his playoff experience. I just need him to go out there and do what he's been doing, blocking shots and rebounding. And if we get him, once he figure it out, or somebody hit him and he get mad and he start bowing and getting physical and start scoring, that's just an added plus. Because Harleston is got heart, man. I like that about him. And listen, ain't nothing really lost. He played just as hard as Mitch. I just want the coach to allocate the minutes equitably. In other words, let's get the best optimal out of both of them, and we should be solid at the center position.
Okay. So basically, our season is based on the coaching of Tom Thibodeau.
Our season is based on Tom Thibodeau not being out-coached by the other coach. Because God knows we run into Pat Riley again, we know what can happen. Okay, so we don't want to run into him. Now, anybody else, we might have a shot. But he just don't do good against Pat Riley teams, man. Pat Riley know the whole thing, man. Y'all should have gave Pat Riley ownership. Y'all shouldn't have did that. Guess what? When y'all let Pat Riley go like y'all did stupid Dolan, he got 3 damn championships. We got?
So you feel if Pat Riley was a GM or a head coach, Knicks would have, well, he was already a head coach for the Knicks. But if
Pat Riley is a genius, man. He's an innovator. He's somebody that you should have gave him the 10% ownership stake that he asked for. You playing games with him. That man gonna make you millions of dollars, and not only that, billions, because he gonna bring championships here. But y'all didn't want to give him 10% and the ability to bring the players in here. No, let me make it clearer, because I've been watching myself. Y'all didn't want to give him 10% ownership shares of the Knicks and director of player personnel and development. Y'all didn't want to give them that. But guess who y'all gave it to? Y'all gave it to that evil white racist devil who looked like the devil on a hot sauce bottle named Phil Jackson. Y'all gave that to him. Okay? And guess what Phil Jackson got you? Dog shit. That's what he got you. Thank you very much. I had to curse. Excuse me. Dog fecal matter. That's
all right. So moving right along, man. So you saying the Knicks missed the opportunity hiring Pat Riley?
It's like this. People got to know when they hire the best people for the job. People tend to always look at personal issues and personal things and don't look at the person's resume and the work and the jobs that he gets done. They get personal. And with Dolan, he said, I'll get Phil Jackson, knowing his little evil mind. So that's how that worked out. It didn't work. That's why he don't work in basketball operations no more, because he don't know what he's doing. Okay? Truthfully speaking about the Knicks and they dumbass owner.
Futuristically speaking, do you think Jalen Brunson or any Knicks player currently on this team will ever have the opportunity to be Carmelo Anthony's 62 record, man? Because Jalen Brunson was just 1 point.
Dude, he could listen. If a situation arises where our team gets scary like that again, don't worry. The Golden Child will take it on. He's the Golden Child. I'm sorry. He's on another level, man. Excuse me. Gelato cookies.
Oh shit!
But Jalen Brunson's on another level. Sorry to tell you. And if y'all don't, we should be happy. We have the Golden Child here, man. We should be happy. I'm excited. By the way, I don't care. Do we know who Julius Randle is at this point? Does he care? I want OG Anunoby back more than him. Because OG Anunoby, his game don't really got to take no adjustments. All he got to do is spot up and play D like he do. That's something Randle don't do. So when he come back, I'm going to feel a lot better. Because I like him. I like him and how he fits in with what we do. He's a great defensive player, and he doesn't complain. He just go out there and get the job done. He's a consummate professional. He's an Iron Man, goddammit. Now, y'all going to have to get some of that Tony Stark material and fix that boy arm, for real, because we need him out there, right? Y'all figure it out. Y'all got all kind of technology and stuff like that. Get that boy back out on that court, man.
Inquiring Knicks fans want to know, with OG Anunoby being hurt the first time due to a bruised elbow, why did Tom Thibodeau put that man in the game and not restrict his minutes?
Okay, let me tell you why Tom Thibodeau had put OG Anunoby back. Jalen Brunson had got hurt. They didn't know how severely hurt he was,
Right?
and they had lost that game. I think they lost to some team. It wasn't. I think they lost to Detroit, if I'm not mistaken. They lost to somebody they should have beat, and all of a sudden they start clearing people. OG Anunoby was not ready, so they brought him out because they just said, okay, we got to bring somebody out. And they brought him out and then hurt him more than what it is. Now, you don't bring him out, man. They're always with this, we got to see. And y'all bring him out as an Aberdeen proving ground, as a tester. Simulate him before you bring him out in these type of situations. Give him the physical banging in practice to see if he can take it before y'all bring him out in the game. I mean, like, I must be old school stupid or something. I don't know.
Now, I want to talk about
Yeah.
DiVincenzo, man. During that Spurs game, man, he fumbled the ball, man. Do you think does he get the blame, man?
Nah.
That was a clear pass.
Listen, man, basketball is a game of omission and commissions, man. That was an omission mistake. He didn't do that. He didn't do that. That was just something he couldn't, he just didn't get a good grip on the ball. Something happens. The ball don't sometimes come right sometimes. He didn't catch it. We don't hold him to account for that. There was a lot of mistakes I saw that game. As far as them not stopping Wembanyama, getting more physical with him, doing stuff to just stop the play. As far as when he start that dribbling shit, just hack his ass. Nigga, let him know, like, the next time you try that shit, you gotta scare him to let him know, like, yo, you're not gonna come here. Or you come here, you're gonna get hit. And you're gonna change his game because he's not physical enough to dominate yet. I've seen physical guys physically dominate him and take him out of his game. So that was something somebody should have did. They didn't do it. They let him get in rhythm, and he started killing us, and then we couldn't stop him. On top of the fact we were playing scared defense. And we ain't going to win if you ever play like that. I don't care if you playing against the Jolly Green Giant. You go at that mug. Don't be scared of no big giant. He's a stupid giant. You can do like Jalen Brunson did to him. Took the littlest man on the court to show him that he ain't that big. Took the littlest man on the court to show our team he wasn't that big.
On some David Goliath shit, right?
Yeah, and you talking about he hit his peak. Yeah, okay.
My next question, man, is the Knicks taking too many threes, man, and not driving to the basket? Because some say that Jalen Brunson should have drove to the basket.
OG Anunoby there, I think we'll have our slasher. I think Dante DiVincenzo does it sometime, but once he gets into the shooting rhythm, he don't got to go to the basket. Okay, so you got to look at it. Bogdanovich too. These are rhythm shooters here. These are not drivers. These are guys you get in form. They can shoot the ball from anywhere and hit it. You get them in the right rhythm.
Speaking of Bogdanovich, man, some say he's a disappointment, man.
They all disappointments on defense. I saw Alec Burks get beat a couple of times on defense, and they say he's a great defender. So, let's give it time, okay? We always, judging, but I tell you one thing, y'all don't be saying nothing when he be scoring. He had double figures, man. He be scoring. Y'all don't say nothing about that. Let's give Bogdanovich some credit, man. Like, he coming in, he be scoring, and he's used to starting. He come off the bench. So you got to give him credit that he comes in and participates and helps us. He scores.
Are you curious to know why Jericho Sims wasn't in the game against the Spurs?
That's Thibodeau, man. I'm done with thinking about Thibodeau rotations and what he's doing when it comes to Jericho Sims, man. I'm just not. I just hope they trade him to the Bullets somewhere where he can just play and just make his mistakes and learn. That's how I feel about him. Same thing with Emmanuel Quigley. Everybody, he got to go somewhere and learn. He got his whole team now. He's going to get better. They're going to develop him and watch. He's going to get better now. That's what's got to happen to us, man. We got to learn by making mistakes.
Now, speaking of Emmanuel Quigley, man, being that he's no longer with the Knickerbockers, it seems as if Deuce McBride is filling that role.
Right.
Exit Emmanuel quickly
Deuce McBride
into
is doing a great
Deuce
job.
McBride.
But you burning him out, playing him 48 minutes for the last 4 games. He hit the wall the last game. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Lucky he did 4 48-minute games good. You know how 4 48-minute games in the NBA, you know what that do to you? That take away everything from you. And he went out there and played hard that 5th game. He didn't hit shit, but you hit the wall, dude. That means you come out there, you think everything is all right till you start shooting and the shit keep coming short. And you be realizing, like, yo, what the fuck is going on? You go to the basket, you all of a sudden, you ain't going to the basket like you go to the basket. You like, what the fuck is wrong? You gotta rest. You gotta rest, man. You done shot your load, man. And he did good. And he had 29, 20, and he played defense, stop, step. He did great, man.
Do you think Deuce should have been the one to take that last shot?
I think Jalen Brunson should have took it.
Excuse me, brother. Can you do me this? Yeah. You think appreciate
okay, my brother. Thank
you. Do you think Deuce got off track? Should have taken that last shot.
I said Jalen Brunson should have took the last shot.
I think Jalen Brunson, but maybe Jalen Brunson didn't take the last shot because the Spurs expected him. So they was trying to go to the unpredictable route.
Well, you got Deuce out there with him.
No, you good. Okay. You good, brother.
Hey, God bless you. Hey, have an Easter, my brother. God bless you. Listen, I wouldn't care who took the last shot. They were scared to take the last shot. They was hesitating. I wouldn't care if Dante DiVincenzo took it. Okay, everybody's blaming him. Yo, listen, you got to dare to be great, man. I love Freddie Brown, downtown Freddie Brown. He used to say, man, all you can do is make it or miss it. But you got to dare to be great. A lot of moms don't want that shot, man. So I don't get mad at Dante DiVincenzo. I don't get mad if they miss. I'll be like, yo, that's all right, because you're going to get it right the next time, and I guarantee you're going to make it. Sometimes the ball don't come in your hand right. Sometimes you ain't in a good position. You might be moving or in a bad position, but you just didn't get the right shot. It happened. That don't stop your confidence. You a shooter. You're going to go back out there and you're going to make it the next time. That's all.
Should have Jalen Brunson just took the ball and drove to the
basket.
basket?
Depend on his players, man. Jalen Brunson is the point guard, and he's a great point guard. But y'all got to show up with him. Y'all got to show up when he give you the ball. Y'all got to say, when he give me this ball, I got to make this. I got to get him this assist, because he's doing so much to get you the ball. And if everybody elevate their game, man, we going to the Eastern Conference Finals, man.
So basically, you saying that Jalen Brunson's not ball hogging. He's not being ball dominant.
Jalen Brunson is the golden child, man.
He's not being ball dominant.
That man just needs help. That man has 61 points and 7 assists, man. And 2 turnovers. Cut it out. That man averages 29 points a game now and averages 7.5 assists a game now. Okay. Only thing I'm scared, man, playing 38 minutes, man. Hey, Thibodeau, you got to bring his minutes down, man. Where we at? We at the 73rd. We at the 73rd. We got about 8 games. We got 8 games left. Listen, man, you got to rest in 3 of them games, man. I don't care how you do it. When y'all play the Bullets, don't let them play. And but tonight, I want them. I unleash them tonight, because I want them to destroy Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I want them to destroy him. Jalen, you're listening. No mercy and no prisoners tonight. We're gonna make an example out of them OKC goddamn country hicks from out there in Oklahoma. Nothing out there but steers and queers. We're gonna show them what it is tonight.
What's your prediction when we speak of that game?
Pain. It's gonna be pain tonight. You wanna unleash our chewer tonight? And it's gonna be some precious pain tonight. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. Them boys listening, I want you to make sure that you shrink wrap the Oklahoma City, whatever they call them, the Thunder. Make sure it don't be no rain tonight. There's rain on them. I want you to destroy Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, because it's time to make an example out of him and let you know who the best guard in the East is and the West. and another place where the sun sets. I don't care where you go. We go there. We gonna take them down.
All right.
Right here. Keep the camera right there. Yeah,
All right. It looks good, baby. I'll zoom in on that bitch. Put your head down.
Yeah, hey, listen.
There we go. All right. I ain't got a problem with that, my brother.
That's right. Go New York next.
All right. My next question.
Yeah.
When we speak of the standards, man, because if we would have beat the Spurs, we would have been in third place. Now we a game and a half behind the Cavaliers.
We only a half a game behind them, and they lost. So listen, they gonna lose. They're gonna lose. We're gonna wind up being in third, and we're gonna wind up be playing either Indiana or Miami. And I'm not really happy about that. I'm not really happy that we playing Indiana or Miami.
Why not?
Because they seem to, first of all,
give us trouble, right?
Yeah, and then I don't want Miami because Pat Riley. He got a little drone some fucking way. I don't know what he just know everything. So I don't want to play him. I want to at least get in the second round, and then in the second round, anything can happen. So I want to let's get us warmed up in the first round. I don't care who we play. We could play Orlando. We could beat them.
Well, Orlando been whooping our ass, man. Every time
in the playoffs, if we up that, them stiff arms, and we up that physicality, Orlando ain't got a shot in hell, man. We got to get gorilla, gas house gorillas, man. I'm talking about no prisoners. I'm talking about straight up elbows and knees and everything, man. Ain't gonna be no fouls, ain't no calls. You ain't getting none of that. They play like that. N.B.A. 2K, NBA 2K, they don't call no fouls. That's what it is. So you better get ready and understand this. Whoever we get, if we get Miami, you better tell Miami get ready for the big payback. Yeah, because we owe them. I mean, like we beat them before, we're gonna beat them into the ground.
Can we do that with Julius? Can we do that with Julius Randle on the floor?
Hey, do I have to say this again, man? We don't need no Julius Randle. Now, if Julius come back and contribute, good. But it ain't the Julius Randle and the Knicks. It's the Knicks with Julius Randle. Okay? And if Julius ain't buying in, keep him on the bench.
Well, right now.
Because listen, the way he played, I was listening to the medical report today. Julius Randle transformed this game to a bully ball game. He's left-handed, and he dislocated his right shoulder. When you make contact, what are you using? Your right shoulder. So now if you got your game changed and predicated upon you bumping and banging your right shoulder into people, boom, and creating a space, especially going right.
Well, word is right now, Julius Randle's
and they pushing him right every time because they know he only goes left.
Word is Julius Randle is pleading with the front office to allow him to play. He wants to play, and dish surgery. And
you see what he did. He did that last year, right? You remember he did that last year, and they put him in there, and you saw it happen, right?
So it'd be deja vu again if they bring him back.
Hey, if the medical, the team medical staff, if they clear Julius Randle and he get hurt, not only will his career be over, but I don't think he'll ever be able to use that right shoulder again. This is the playoffs, man. We can't be having no broken propeller players coming out there, man. I'm telling you, man. You think Julius Randle gonna come out there? He ain't even played these last 12 games that they had. You don't play. You gotta prepare yourself. At least Mitch gonna be ready. OG Anunoby, it's not really with him. The way he play, he just blends in, man. It's not like he's gonna be going through really any kind of adjustment. Because all he gotta do is guard people.
He's one of the best defenders on the Knicks
I've ever seen, man. So if we get him on the court, I'm going to feel so much better, and I'm going to know we're going to go to the Eastern Conference Finals. I know we're going to go. I just want somebody to fix his arm so we can go. But,
Why not talk finals, man? Why Knicks fans is looking at the Eastern Conference as the ceiling, man?
Because,
I hear that.
Man,
Eastern Conference
anything can happen in the playoffs, man. And you got to understand, man, anything can happen in the playoffs, man. But I'm just saying, let us get to the Eastern Conference Finals. Because we gonna see Boston or Milwaukee or one of them, man. And they ain't gonna be there just thinking they gonna give us the game or give us that series, man. That's gonna be a heck of a series. And guess what? We gonna be beat up by the time we get there.
Is Boston healthy? Chris Porzingis, is he? Where's Chris Porzingis?
Porzingis' legs is spaghetti right about right now. We know they gonna prop him up and make him look healthy. You know how they do in Boston. But we gonna be just as battered and bruised as them. So it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? We all gonna be bruised, man, because we gotta play 8 more games. We don't even know what's gonna happen in them 8 more games. You really honestly, truly believe Thibodeau gonna say, okay, let me play Jalen Brunson these 22 games and give Deuce and the team, and then, or is he gonna say, I gotta have all these games? So he's gonna say, I gotta have all these games. He's gonna stick with his 8 or 9 rotation. I'm just gonna tell you. So just know that. So let's just pray to our God that they keep the golden child safe and well protected, and everybody else come back healthy and ready to go.
Now,
okay, that's all I can say.
As far as
Julius
the West,
come back. I hope he don't get injured, because more than likely the way he been playing, like he gonna get injured, because that's the way he been playing. So.
Now, speaking of the West Coast, man, the Denver Nuggets, man. Hypothetically speaking, once again, man, do you think they're gonna be the team to beat?
Coming out of the West?
Coming out of the West.
I honestly think Sacramento's gonna be tough. Clippers are gonna be unbeatable. They're gonna be tough. You got Golden State. They're gonna be rough. They're gonna make a run. You don't never know. Don't ever count Babyface Fempster out. And yo, man, it's gonna be Dallas. I like Kyrie Irving, but I don't like them as far as their defense. But I think they got a chance. And
don't sleep on Minnesota.
Yeah, the Timberwolves. I knew that's who I was. The Timberwolves. That's who I was missing. And listen, man, the Timberwolves is there. That's who I was missing. The Timberwolves. They're gonna be there. And like with him, with Ant-Man, he's tough, man. You know, like anytime you got Michael Jordan or somebody like Michael Jordan, you got a chance. I seen him dunk on that dude from Atlanta, man. That dude can jump. He went over him. I thought he was gonna hit his head on the rim. He threw the ball through the basket. I mean, like when you do, and I mean, he and he said, okay, what's his name, John something, and he could jump, man. That dude, he's from Georgia Tech. I used to watch him in college. He could really jump. He about 6'9". He then saw him. He said, oh, it was like, he said, God, this is it. He went up so high, man. I said, oh my God. He even knew not to jump. You know,
Kev, if you was coaching the Knicks game,
yeah,
how would you have orchestrated that roster, man? When it was OT, when the game went to OT,
who I would have had on the floor?
Yeah,
I would have had Jalen Brunson and Dante DiVincenzo at the 2. I would have put Bogdanovich at the 3, and I would have had Mitchell Robinson, and I would have had Hardleston in there at the 4. I would have did that. That's who I would have had in there at that point. And I would have had them 2 just in case we would have missed. Because I would have both of them 2 motherfuckers after we missed. And I got Bogdanovich, I got fucking DiVincenzo, and I got motherfucking David Brunson to fucking kill these niggas. So I'm all right. I'm talking about, I'm going to be like, shoot to kill. And them 3 niggas is killers. So I don't care. That's what I would have did. And you could get mad at me because Thibodeau ain't thinking at all like that. But I would have did that. And if we would have had any defensive deficiencies, I'd have brought Deuce in for defensive purposes, just to swing Bogdanovich. If I would have seen they was getting with me, Deuce come in and then on them thing, okay, Bogdanovich going because I need you to shoot. I would have to do clock management as far as defense on one end, and if I got to get in the game. A lot of times you got to use defensive players and defensive situations because it comes down to possession. And I gotta have scores. So I got Bogdanovich, I got DiVincenzo, and I got Jalen Brunson. And those are my 3 best shooters. I don't care what nobody says.
You want to put Josh Hart in company with that?
I need him for defense. I got the score. We was not defending the Spurs, but we were outscoring them. So now I got 2 big men in there to deal with Wembanyama's ass. But I got 3 fast scorers that when either one, because Mitchell Robinson gonna out physical Wembanyama. That's why we lost. We didn't play Mitch enough. I would have said, Mitch, fuck him up. I would have told Mitch to just hack him up, just to throw his game off. But that's not how we supposed to be coaching. But I'm trying to win.
So you trying to bring that 90s style?
I'm a Pat Riley type coach. Pat Riley turns the physicality up on you, man. Seriously.
Okay.
So, there's a physical aspect of this game I would have put on Wembanyama, and I'd have had Mitch beating him up.
Okay.
And then I would have had Jericho as a backup. I got plans on what I'm gonna do.
Why Jericho as a backup?
Because I'm a soften Wembanyama up with Mitch beating him up, and then I'm gonna finish him with Jericho because Jericho's athletic and he's gonna make those shots a little difficult for him. On the defensive end. Okay. And like I said, on the defensive end, I'm gonna be rotating Josh Hart in with DiVincenzo and Deuce with Bogdanovich because I need Jalen on the floor at all times.
At all times?
Yeah. When it comes to the playoffs, yeah.
All right, and that's what it is with my main man, Kev.
I want to tell everybody before I leave, may everybody have a happy Easter. And I want to thank Miss Tashina Whitlow once again for looking at her beautiful face in the morning. She's something to look at.
Oh, you felt the new love, man?
Well, I'm in love with her. But all those people at the Louvre Museum in France that looks at that ugly picture of Mona Lisa, y'all need to take that down and put Miss Tashina Whitlow up. Okay, just so y'all know.
And that's what it is.
And that's what it is.